The basic elements of music, lesson 16, repeat signs. Presented by SARAHTIM Music Publishing. We're on lesson 16 and repeat signs. This is a worksheet we'll cover at the end of the lesson. And we're going to use this excerpt from Beethoven's Third Symphony. And these are the examples of repeat signs, sections he wanted played over again. Okay. The first symbol we're going to talk about is a one measure repeat sign. And this is what Rossini used in his Barber of Seville. He wanted this figure to be played over and over and over again. So instead of rewriting the whole thing, they would just use these one measure repeat signs. In Macbeth's piece Divergence, he did the same thing. This rhythmic figure would be played here, 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 and here. So he didn't have to keep writing it over and over again. Repeat signs. So we have a first measure and a second measure. They're exactly the same. So we could use a one measure repeat for sections that keep going over and over and over again. So we're going to play this measure in this measure. And if we needed to extend it, we could just keep adding one measure repeat signs. So you would play this here, you play it here, and again here. And that's the example of the one measure repeat sign. Okay, this is a repeat sign at the end of a section. So we have two measures and a repeat sign. Okay, there's the repeat sign, which sends us back to the beginning, and then we repeat this whole section. So it would go like this. And repeat. And that's what this symbol is telling you to do. Go back to the beginning and repeat. Okay, now we have a section repeat. We're only going to repeat from here to here. And so this could be placed anywhere in the music. So it doesn't appear at the beginning, it appears right here. So we're going to play from the beginning all the way to the repeat sign, and then we're going to repeat back to this section, but not the beginning. So it would go like this. And then back to here, but not the beginning. So that's a section repeat. And here's another way to do it. Notice it's not at the end, it's just in the middle here. So this means to repeat back to the sign, but not to the beginning, and don't go to the end and repeat. So just this section here would repeat. Repeat back to here, and then continue on. So that's another use of the repeat signs. Okay, now we have a first ending and a second ending. Okay, first ending, second ending. So it means we're going to have similar material, but different parts of it will change. Okay, so the first time you're going to play this whole section to the end of the first ending. Then you go back to the beginning, play this section, but since you've already played the first ending, you're going to skip it this time and go straight to the second ending. Okay? So let's do this. Okay? First time. Okay, now we're going to repeat back to the beginning. Okay, this is the second time, so we're going to skip this and go to the second ending. Okay. So you have a first ending and a second ending. Okay, so now some written repeat signs. Okay, so we have a da capo, repeat from the beginning, DC, da capo. So that's important that you notice it's a C, and DC al fine. So repeat from the beginning and stop at the fine. Okay, which may not be at the end of the music, it may be in the middle. Okay, so the fine is here in a middle section. So we're going to go from here all the way to here. DC means go back to the beginning. Then we will continue and end here. So the music will go like this. are not two dots here, so we continue on. DC, back to the beginning. And the fine, that's the end. So that's how that works, the da capo al fine. And you can rewind the video if you need to review that. Okay, now here's the distinction. The first one was DC, now it's DS, dal segno. Repeat from the sign, DS. So DS al fine, repeat from the sign and stop at the fine. Okay. So there's the sign, there's the fine, and the DS is from the end of this measure. Okay. So we're going to go from the DS back to the sign, not the beginning, and then we'll stop at the fine. So it'll go like this. Beginning, continue on, DS, so to the sign, and there's the fine, or the end. Okay. Da capo, repeat from the beginning, and coda is a special closing section. So da capo al coda, let's get used to that. So there's the to coda sign, DC al coda, and coda. The first thing you want to notice is that the DC is going to go to here. You don't go to the coda the first time, otherwise you'll never play this measure. So this occurs the second time after the repeat. And then you're going to skip this section and go straight to the coda. Okay. Now there may be lots of measures here, and you're just going to skip way down the page to wherever the coda is. Okay, so it would go like this. Continue on. DC, back to the beginning. Now you're going to jump to the coda. Okay, and that's del capo al coda. Okay, dal segno al coda. So we're looking for the sign and then to the coda. Okay, so here's our sign to coda, DS al coda, and coda. Okay, so DS goes to the sign, not the beginning, to the coda sign, and then jump down to there. So here's the music. To the sign, then jump to the coda. Okay, that's dal segno al coda. Here's a worksheet, and you're just going to match the right side to the left side. Okay, that's lesson 16. Lesson 17, accidentals.